Right, usual palette. I've got two yellows there. I've got the cadmium yellow pale and excuse me, cadmium yellow deep, black, blue, red, yellow ochre, and some white. I'll put some more out. I've given this piece of watercolour paper a good coat of primer. I actually used PVA glue, slightly diluted PVA glue, and some burnt sienna, just to stain it a bit. I'm going to use this, the Wet Look VO5. I'm sure you ladies or some of you men use the styling gel. Well, it's acrylic, and I'm going to put some out because I bought it at the supermarket. Not expensive. Same you getting the blue gel out, but the blue vet gel, it doesn't stay. As soon as you mix it, it just goes transparent. Right, there's a 12 by 9 outside edge. I've got it to fit this frame of another abstract I did, but I'm not so sure about it. But that will go on there nicely. I don't know what that is. Black. Well, this is an old mount that I had in a frame. I've taken the painting out. It was one, I'll show you. It was one I did when I first really started getting into the abstract stuff with the acrylic, which I'm staying with for a while. I've had enough of watercolour painting, so I will go back to it. But for those of you that like my watercolours, there are over, I would think, a good 2,000 of them are on YouTube, so that'll keep you busy for quite some time. And probably another 300 on my Patreon channel. All donations gratefully received. So that was the one I did, but I wasn't sure. It's a bit dull. There's not a lot of life in it. So I decided to take it out and just go back to real abstract. Try the abstract. I'll put that up here as my sort of model. Not that I'm copying it, but I just want to use it as for reference. Now I use a lot of black. Oh, so someone asked me on YouTube, what are these things called? They're mats, M-A-T-T-S, or I would call them a mount card. That's a really dirty one, isn't it? Why that is. I haven't got anything to replace it with, but I've got, I don't know why that's so like that. Hold on, let's just get a bit of a touch of water on there and so we just clean up a bit. This might be a bit of acrylic that's dried. Of course, it might come off. Well, it's only a display anyway. I put the ones I like in the frames, but I do have rather a lot of them. Okay, right, now let's just start. Nothing in mind, just some nice gel and some nice black, queen of colours, and we'll just to go. I'll keep the horizon. Let's keep it up about there. We can put some trees and stuff in it. I've moved my mic stand closer to me, but it's quite delicate. All right. Oops. Just put a bit of a black on the horizon. Why not, indeed? Right, bit of red. Let's get some red in there. Now we're going to cover all this, and as the paint dries, which will happen quite quickly. Right, okay, well that's a start of it, start of the abstraction. At the moment, I don't really want to go into pure abstraction, expressionism, but being a landscape painter, I really want to keep these with just a handle on the more original type of painting. And I don't always know what I'm doing or what I'm saying, but and sometimes I lose myself in my thinking. I start a sentence and then forget what I'm going to say. Oh, let's just whack it. That's the bit I was using, isn't it? Can use water just to dilute, just to help the paint flow. It's a bit of red, bit of ochre. Why not? The sky at the moment is overcast with layers of cloud. Miserable day. We had one or two nice days last week, or this week it's not great. If you like the effects of this, you can, or this side of painting, you can let some of the ground colour show through. A bit of that, let's go bold. Sky. I want the light horizon because I need to counter change against those darker trees. Oh, I love doing this, and after all, if I'm not happy doing it, it's a waste of time doing it at all, isn't it? If you don't enjoy it. Oh, I'm getting a lot of pleasure out of these. Well, that's yellow, is quite good, isn't it? I'll go down to that later and I'll put some, that's drying quite nicely. One big cloud, and then we could put in some dark, bit of mauve. Alright, that's a bit brighter than it was, isn't it? Let's see, keep it brighter. That's putting on the ground colour first. It's a neutral colour, or it's mid-tone, that's the best way of describing it. Let's get some blue and some red. We need some more blue out there, bit of white, bit of red. Right. Right, clean the brush. I'll go back in that with some of that lovely yellowy red, sort of orange, bit of white. blend a little bit. There's a bit more white in there now. Don't want to get that black into the sky yet, or if at all. Now I prefer not to copy clouds. I like to make them up and just work with them. If I think they're okay, then I'll leave them alone. Right. Now we're going to start putting some colours in here on this foreground. So let's just yellow, red, just go for it. Oh, I put some black back in there. I like these flat brushes, nice slabby feel. But as we build the impasto up, then you can drag over the high spots. Alright, let's get a bit of white, a bit of colour. Let's a nice bit of red, or orangey. I was having a conversation with one of my YouTubers. He mentioned that what I did yesterday sort of reminded him in part of Rothko. Well, the top half might have done, but the bottom half, I think we struggled with it. It didn't turn out as intended, but I still published it because, again, you see, what you think is not good, somebody else loves it. But anyway, we started to chat about Rothko. I used to go to Tate Modern, to see his wonderful restaurant paintings. I think he painted them for 4 seasons and then cancelled the contract. And about 7 or 8 of them in a gallery with a beautiful bench seats that you can just go and sit in and lose yourself. That is if you're a Roscoe fan. But we are, and we didn't do it at the same time though. lighter yellow, I think. Get some over here. Lighten that green a bit. Just using the black. I'll just work away that. I just want to put these things in here. I would say they were trees, but I'm a bit slabby. Whatever you want it to be, really. Each person will put their own interpretation on it, from brilliant to rubbish. Right, let's use some of that, get that bit more orangey there. So I'm not using any ready-made orange. I'm just using the yellows. A very dark green in here, I think. Clean the brush. That's okay. Deep is yellow. Deep is lovely colour, isn't it? I need to let that dry a bit. Let's get some of that yellowy red in here. So we get a nice green. Let's get some real good light back in there. Yellow, red. get some light, some of that light from the sky in there. Right, I've got a bit of blue in there, or a bit of grey maybe. Let's put that brush in the water, and I'm sort of enjoying doing this. It's plenty going on there, isn't there? That's sits in the high spots on the paper, but that's okay. Let's get some of that. That's a nice reddy colour. Right, there's some yellow in here. Go back to the brush. I should do some more heavy stuff in the sky, really. Oh, let's do that. Let's see what it looks like. If it fails, we can always scrape it off. Oh no, I don't like that. There's more white in there. So that'll give us something to talk about, won't it? Completely changed it. Just work that in. Well, Roscoe, that ain't. Well, we are really going abstract now. I can put the black back. I like that bit of black. Sunset. It's a very left title. So it's quite a tooth on this paper. It's only the student quality, the Fabriano, which is quite nice paper to do this on. Just work it in a bit. Give me brush back. Put that bit of black back. I like that black on the horizon. Trouble is, when I put it in the frame, the glass is going to touch it, touch the high spots. Right, okay. Well, I think we've done about as much as we can. Let's get some of that greeny colour. Where was I looking there? Right, okay, let's put the mount on I can't call it landscape, so many other paints are called landscape. Let's just put that on, upside down. Well, that is pretty abstract, isn't it? Let's have a look at it. Let's just pull it up a bit there. Well, that's colourful. That I'm sure that a lot of people will like that. A lot won't, of course. I'll carefully take that mount off. I'll let that dry a bit. I'll do another one. So, hope you like that one, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.